So snowfall totals are coming in this morning, and I am outside on the weather deck getting our snowfall totals, but I have to talk about them. We had about 2 to 4 inches of snow for a vast majority of I-96 corridor to the north, some localized higher amounts up on Mecosta County. We had 6 inches of snowfall come down. I think that's our highest report so far. But what I have to mention is that when I was updating the snowfall graphic, I was erasing numbers from our last lake effect snow event that had 15 inches of snowfall listed, a foot of snow, all this stuff. And yet this morning was my most challenging commute into work yet. So why is that, right? Why is it that we had 3 inches of snow that I was driving in, and it was so much more impactful than the 9 inches of snowfall that I drove in our last big event? Well, that has a lot to do with the type and consistency of snowfall that we're dealing with here. So notice that when I grab this snow, I mean, it immediately compacts together into like your perfect snowball. This is perfect snowman building snow. But because the water content is so high in this snow, it makes it so much heavier to shovel. It also got rained on. Okay, so now you have a really high water content snowfall mixing with rain, creating just pure slush, which grabs onto our tires like a magnet, and it just kind of sloshes us around the roadways. And that's what was happening on this morning's commute. So we saw more crashes, more slide offs with less snow, but it's the type of snow that's different. Lake effect snow, on the other hand, is often fine and powdery, super easy to shovel, a little bit easier to drive through, albeit visibility a lot of times can be worse in a lake effect snow event. All that being said, out on the weather deck, going to measure our snowfall totals this morning, but I wanted to talk a little bit about snowfall type because this was a messy one. This is system snow. Lake effect snow is different. We have more of that in the forecast come this weekend.